So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, this, of course, a venue that needs no introduction. To many around the world, simply the home of football. So straight into the action, he's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Besiktas! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Oh, well measured. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Fenerbahce clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kostic picks it up out wide. He'll try to keep this alive. Fenerbahce do have a chance to counter here. Kostic drills one in. Kostic, he's shifting through the gears here. Getting up there! Sanchez gets it clear. Besiktas leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Yilmaz. That is a brilliant interception. Kukçu with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And here's Osimhen. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! Kostic clears without hesitation. Kukçu. And here's Osimhen. Rafa Silva. Osimhen! And he scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Topçu. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Knocks it into space. There's the header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, easy pickings there. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. The less said about that pass, the better. Yilmaz. That has not gone well. Kukçu. Ganduzi. Can he get it through? Kostic makes the interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Passes short and sharp. Kukçu. Kukçu on net. Chance for a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! And the comeback is complete. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Fenerbahce have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Just eases him off the ball. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good effort! Dispatched clinically. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job.
And that is indeed the final act. Besiktas are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. Second period then underway.
Number 45.
Besiktas have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Kostic. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Torreira. Besiktas do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That's a shade optimistic. And that's definitely not his best. Played out wide. Topçu. Jikia. Yilmaz. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. And it's Kostic. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Torreira. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Can he spark a counter here? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The attendance for this match was 96,628.
Kukçu receives it in a wide position. That's destined for the flank. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Kukçu. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Besiktas perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Pinches it off him. Kukçu conjures time and space where few can. Kukçu looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Asensio. Rafa Silva, who's set up one goal so far. Great pressure, plenty of it. He's had it taken off him. Kostic. And here's Rafa Silva. Rafa Silva carries the ball down the right. This looks promising. Besiktas needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kukçu. Oh, this is a very good run. Jikia simply refused to be outdone there. Jikia promptly onto that, and that is that. Rafa Silva. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's in a great position here. Played out towards the right wing. Kukçu's cross. Jikia can get it clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution for Besiktas.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 30, number 4, Ndidi. Number
Takes
21,
a shot!
Marco Asensio.
Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Silva. Number 99, Lamina. Number 6.
And the finish! And again! Goal! Fenerbahce! And they get themselves in front! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Fenerbahce with the lead.
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Kukçu plays it short. And here's Guendouzi. Real chance! And there's his goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
Oh, he's found support out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Passing nice and neat. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 17.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Besiktas did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams. Can he finish? Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Besiktas leading now. Yokuşlu. Guendouzi. Now it's Kukçu. That's been cut out, well played. Jikia. Now it's Osimhen. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Kökçü, he is just caressing the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Genduzi for Masuaku. Topçu looks to the other side, and Yilmaz. And it's Lamina. Masuaku. Topçu. And it is half-time in extra time. Besiktas have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? And we're off for the final time. They have given it everything. It's been brutal. That could spell trouble. And he's managed to get free. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Oh, crossbar! That has been knocked clear. Masuaku, Rafa Silva. And Yilmaz. Oh, that's delightful. That is good progress on the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Fenerbahce really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's forced to go back. Very much into the last knockings. Not the most accurate pass. Yokushlu. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Diego Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. So that's it. It is all over. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Your reflections then, Jim?
Besiktas really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real...
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. And so a wonderful view of this most hallowed turf. A truly special feeling, no matter who is playing at Wembley. Wembley Stadium connected by EE. So things are underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Oh, what has happened here? And a chance! Goal! Besiktas! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like...
Onuachu! Oh, crossbar! And he's following up! And for a moment, time stood still. Dink through. He's got away. Big chance! And that's a good finish. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
A disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here. He's found some space. Asensio. Tries a shot! It's a loose ball. It's run loose here.
Oh, great feat, that.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, shooting chance!
Besiktas are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Onuachu clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. An audacious attempt! That is decidedly lacking. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Not the most accurate pass. Sane receives it in a wide position. Kukçu. And they can counter here. Now Lamina. Asensio. Besiktas ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Asensio. Nelson Semedo. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is headed for the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nelson Semedo. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Topçu is there to clear. Onuachu. That's been cut out, well played. Asensio. Lamina powering forward here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nelson Semedo. Sane might just make this. Oh, strongly challenged there. Now that looks a decent ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kostic. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. Header! Of course! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Besiktas cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Onuachu threads one in. Oh, well measured. It is a corner. Besiktas have their second corner now. That's destined for the flank. Tries to cross. Asensio. Shot a goal! Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Kukçu. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to play him in. And he was alert to it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Asensio.
There will be 3 minutes.
Decent chance! Goal! Besiktas! That is his ton, and does he not know it? You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Getting up there! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Kostic. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Chance! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half, what a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2.
Substitution in progress.
Besiktas get the ball rolling for the second period.
Besiktas have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And it's Kostic. Fred. Kukçu. Onuachu, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Onuachu actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Besiktas get their 4th corner. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And here's Kukçu, and it's played into the middle. Oh, well played, well played. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
The pass has gone astray. Asensio. Now it's Kökçü. It's a good run down the right. Could go all the way here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fred, played out towards the right wing. And he's managed to get free. Fred. Kökçü. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, he's playing innocent, he has every reason to.
Substitution from Besiktas.
He's having a good look here.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Number 6, Matteo Guendouzi.
And this is Silva. And the shot! Goal! Besiktas! And again they hit the front.
Substitution from Besiktas. Number 18.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on
Well,
to
this is what we've been waiting for.
Number 27.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, this looks promising. Got to make this count. Well read, and the danger is averted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still...
And the shot! And he makes no mistake. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Amrabat did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Kökçü drives and a header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Kukçu.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's a promising position. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Now it's Rafa Silva. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's come loose. Strokes it back. Another pass, just... There's the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He has found the way through. That is lovely. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's well positioned here. Chance for a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Chance, surely!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There will be 5
good-looking
minutes
ball.
added time.
Ganduzi. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Pass just lacking in accuracy. The final seconds now. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Nelson Semedo. A heavy challenge. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Besiktas lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. And so a wonderful view of this most hallowed turf. A truly special feeling, no matter who is playing at Wembley. Wembley Stadium, connected by EE. So straight into the action. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that.
And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Sane finding himself in space. Kukçu. This is a promising build-up. Kostic providing an outlet on that flank. And it's made its way to him. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Besiktas presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to break through. Just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Besiktas have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Besiktas leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Sane. Kostic. Pings it across.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he whips it in. Nice interception, well timed. Torreira. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? Wriggles his way through. Played out to the left flank. He's got away. This looks promising. And it's Kukçu. Kukçu stood his ground strongly. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost... And that's it.
And we come to you now.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it for us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start.
Match.
These teams know they cannot falter.
Against Galatasaray.
So all eyes on HA9, this famous stadium, still very much the venue historically for football globally. Things already rolling. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines. And it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game, the complete package.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And he was alert to it. Sanchez gets it clear. Kirkchu. Now it's Yilmaz. Ball's... Oh, good climb! Goal! Besiktas! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Kirkchu. And he welcomes it in. And he's definitely on chance! And he couldn't finish.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He did everything right in getting to the ball, but it's a bad one to miss.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Boy. Now it's Osimhen. Good effort from distance, and it's come back out to him. It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Galatasaray restore parity. Goes for a shot! Goal! Besiktas! And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have... And a shot! And there's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Besiktas have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So now the difference is 3.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace.
That could spell trouble. And it's made its way to him. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the ball, shot a goal! Relentless, just relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, important interception. Asensio. And it's Masuaku. Oh, he's been caught napping. And a header! And that's a sharp finish. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this...
And the shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And now he has 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.